My name is Rideshare Sean. Yeah, it's me again. Having no friends or girlfriends at all has made me into a generalist. I do it all. I do the plumbing here. I do the mechanic work. Anything to attempt to save money and get us through till the next day. I do everything that's necessary. One of the things that I have always done that I still do today is very, very, very interested in technology and business. And in technology, right now we have this thing called artificial intelligence. And it works really good. Like, for example, like I'll go to ChatGPT and I'll type in what are the best vehicles to drive rideshare in. And it'll come back and it tells me that the Toyota Prius is the number one and the Tesla Model 3 is the number 10. And it says that the Tesla Model 3 has a lot of maintenance and the Prius has the least amount of maintenance. And that's pretty much all I need to know. Because wear and tear on a vehicle is huge. But in the future, right now, artificial intelligence is just on the internet. We go to places like ChatGPT or we use Google Gemini or Microsoft Copilot or Perplexity. All that stuff is on the internet right now. When they put artificial intelligence into products and into robots, they'll be outside the internet and they'll be everywhere. And the question of the day is, will you have one? I know that I'll have probably multiple. I'll have one that does the plumbing. I'll have one that does the security. Unless they have one that just does everything, that would be really cool. I'll definitely invest in one of those, and probably they'll be just as common as mobile devices as cell phones are right now. And like you'll be talking to somebody and they'll be a robot and you'll have no idea that they're a robot. Actually, I saw this on the internet the other day. What makes a robot, a person, a robot? Like if they have a chip in their head, are they a robot? Or if they have any type of metal in their body, or if they have a fake leg or two fake legs, what makes them a robot? I have no idea what the answer to that question is. I just don't know. But I do know this. Like, let's say that you're in an Uber vehicle and you're the driver and you're driving down the street and you get a flat tire. All of a sudden, something will tell you that there's a flat tire on whichever tire, the front left or the back right or whatever. And then it'll tell you to pull over. And you pull over, and then you'll go back to your trunk and you'll lift up like a little plastic shell type deal, and you'll press one single button, and you'll be like, I had to press a button. And you think that's a lot of work pressing a button. But anyway, you'll press that button, and then the AAA robot will come to life out of your trunk. And the AAA robot will pull the spare tire out, air it up with the air, go over to the flat tire. It'll already know which one is flat, and then it'll, instead of jacking up the car like we know of jacking up the car now, it'll just pick up the car because robots are going to be crazy strong. It's not whether or not you will have a robot, it's how many robots you will have. Robots are going to be awesome and they're going to be very common. But anyway, this AAA robot will change the tire and do everything all while you are inside the vehicle. All you'll have to do is just go outside the vehicle and pop the trunk and then press the button, and the robot will do all the work. It'll air up the tire, it'll change the tire, it'll do everything. And hopefully, you'll own that robot, because if AAA owns that robot, AAA is going to get a phone call, or it's going to transmit home that it actually changed your tire, and it will charge you according to that, unless you already have some sort of AAA robot plan or something. But anyway, it'll get you back on the road very quick, and you won't have to wait for a AAA person to arrive on location, and it will help you out immensely. So the question will be not whether or not you'll have a robot, it's how many robots you will have. I want to have multiple robots. I don't even care. I know that I'm going to have a lot of them. Robots are going to be as commonplace as cell phones are right now, so and mobile devices. So anytime that you see a cell phone or a mobile device, think robot. They're going to be extremely commonplace. Everybody's going to have a robot or two or three. I mean, they're going to be absolutely convenient. The question is not going to be if you're going to have a robot or not. It's going to be things like, should robots have weapons? Should robots vote? Should robots be in the government? Should robots do anything that regular humans do right now? And like for example, like if a robot is driving a vehicle, is that robot going to be responsible, or is that owner's robot going to be responsible, or the person that manufactured that robot is going to be responsible? Who is going to be responsible if that vehicle gets in an accident? That's the kind of thing, the kind of questions that will be raised. The questions that will not be raised is whether or not you're going to have a robot or not. The questions will be, like I said before, about whether or not they should be judged, or whether or not they should be in government, or whether or not they should be able to kill people if they're threatened, or whether or not they should have like something that completely power them down, whether or not they should be helpful to law enforcement or not,